deserve a little pampering every now and again, a little cleaning, so that we can feel like our best selves, right? So, the good news is you've come to the right place. I work with all kinds of mechanical keyboards like yourself, and by the time we are done here today, you are going to feel good as new. Good as new. You're going to feel like $1,000,000. Yeah. So, we might as well get started here. There's sort of a set of steps that I typically go through when I'm cleaning a mechanical keyboard. And, what's that? Sorry. Oh, yeah. Can you hear the rain outside? Yeah, it's a very, very wet day. It's pouring out there. It's coming down. But it's kind of cozy, isn't it? It's sort of nice. I always like the sound of the rain, even if it's, very faint, like right now. I can just hear it. And oh, yeah, you like my hoodie. Thank you. It's also very cozy. Perfect for chilly, rainy fall days like this. And it just so happens, actually, that this hoodie is from this video's sponsor, Into the AM. That's right, this video is brought to you by everybody's favorite maker of elevated, everyday apparel, Into the AM. And I have some really good news for you. Into the AM has their Black Friday sale on now. You can save up to 80% site-wide, 80% off of their incredibly comfortable, beautiful, easy to care for apparel, including their brand new fall collection, which is what you see me wearing here with this very, very comfy and stylish zip-up hoodie. It is the softest hoodie I have ever worn, bar none. It is incredibly comfortable, just the right weight to be cozy without being too hot. And underneath, check it out, brand new Into the AM graphic tees, new designs coming in all the time. This is their Tranquil Ascent tee, and it is freaking gorgeous. I absolutely love the design on this one. But they've got all kinds of stuff coming in all the time, both with their new fall collection and their graphic tees. Check out their brand new vintage tees, check out their flannels, check out their hoodies, all kinds of beautiful, comfortable, easy to care for stuff, pre-shrunk. You can just throw it in the wash, throw it in the dryer, you don't have to worry about it, and you can save up to 80% off site-wide, and yes, there is more. On top of that 80%, you can save another 10% off your entire order by using the link down below at the top of the video description. Not only will you save 10% off of your massive Black Friday savings, but you will also be supporting me and this channel when you do so, which of course I appreciate very, very much. So it's kind of a win-win, right? You save some money, you support the channel, Into the AM, our sponsor, is happy as well. Everybody wins. So make sure you click on through, check out that link down below at the top of the video description to save 10% off your entire order, and check out what beautiful, comfortable, easy to care for clothes Into the AM has for you on their Black Friday sale. Thanks, Into the AM, for sponsoring today's video. Yeah, crazy how I'd be wearing the sponsor's hoodie. That's very coincidental, isn't it? But, sometimes things just work out like that. Anyway, what I was starting to say is that I typically go through a series of steps for cleaning mechanical keyboards. And the first step is with this brush right here. This brush right here. And I use this brush to just start brushing over here. There we go. And I'm going to come over here on your other side. Okay, a little bit there still. Come right across the top here. Good, and actually I've got a second brush that I'm going to use here. It's a little bit narrower, and it lets me just get into the crevices a little better, just to make sure, you know, in between the keys and up here as well. So this one's a little bit stiffer. The other one's very, very soft. Here, feel. Isn't that soft? It's like a rabbit's fur or something. I don't know. It's very soft. But yeah, this one's a little coarser over here. But it's good for getting the gunk out from between the keys before we go in and remove your keycaps. What's that? Oh, you're a little bashful about someone seeing you with your keycaps off. I promise. You know, I see tons and tons of keyboards without their keycaps on. It's just part of the biz, and there's nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. You know, we're all naked under our keycaps, right? Okay. Good. That's good. So, the next step, after sort of brushing off the coarse dirt, is to remove your keycaps and your switches as well. Yeah, all of it. Well, it's the only way, you know, to make sure that you're properly clean, right? We're doing a deep clean here after all. So, okay. For that, I have this tool right here, a keycap remover and switch puller. Oh, no, it doesn't hurt at all. No, have you never done this before? No, it's, I'll be very, very gentle. It's quite painless. So, sit back and relax, and we're gonna take off these keycaps here, alright? Okay. Let's start up here. Let's start right here. Okay. There's one. Right there. And we'll do another right here. got some good quality keycaps. PBT, double shot. Yeah, those are quality. And they'll clean up real nice. Yeah, you've got years and years of using these keycaps. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, they're gonna last you for a long, long time. Pretty much forever, probably. Okay, that's good. And let's grab a couple from over here. Gonna come in really close here. Just got it. And another one right here. I'm trying to be very, very careful. Okay. And I'm gonna do this one right down here, okay? Just so it's not a surprise. Got it. And there you go. And right over here. Okay. Put that there. And let's grab your arrow keys over here. There we go. And don't worry, I'm keeping good track of your keycaps. I'll make sure they go back on in exactly the same order, exactly the right places. Yeah, no need to sweat it. They'll go right back where they came from. Okay, and now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take off your left shift. Alright. This one might be a little bit trickier. It's a bigger key. But we'll be careful. There we go. Got it. Not a problem. Ta-da. Okay. What else? What else? Let's grab this one here. Good. And over here. Great. Okay. Just trying to figure out what else we need to do to make sure I can access everything I need to clean. Let's do over here. A couple more. Good, good. Put that over there. And right there. Okay. And last one. Okay. I'm gonna do this one right here. Alright. Okay. Good stuff. Let me just reorganize a little bit. Like I said, I want want to make sure everything goes right back where it belongs. That's very important. Okay, so with that done, we've got your switches out. Well, they're not out yet, but I mean we've got them visible, exposed, if you will. And you got some really nice switches as well. Actually, I'm gonna pull one of them out here, okay? And because we need to get in and around them. There we go. Yeah, you've got linears, I see. Linears. They're really nice sounding. Linears, really smooth. You take good care of them. Nice and smooth with the pleasing bottom out sound. Yeah, you definitely take good care of them, I can tell. That's great. Okay, so now we're gonna have to take a bunch of those to make sure we can get at what we need to get at. Again, it'll be totally painless, and they'll all go right back in once we're done. No need to fret. There we go. And I can see that under your switches, you got some nice padding as well, some nice dampening foam. Great choice. Okay. There's another. There we go. Good. Okay. Some of these are a little bit tight in the socket, but it's a little gentle wiggling. You can coax them out. There we go. And not only do you have dampening foam in each socket, but you've actually got foam between your plate and your PCB as well, which makes for a really nice dampened sound. We won't be doing anything with that because it should be totally clean, you know. It's just the stuff exposed to the surface that we have to deal with. Got a little bit of gunk right there. Let me just... Good. Good. Okay. And over here. There we go. And just a few more switches to do. Got one here. Got it. Put that one over there. Unlike the keycaps, which have to go back in a particular spot, your switches are all interchangeable. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I put them back. You won't be able to tell the difference. Okay. All right. Okay. And one more. Great. now that we've got the keycaps and switches off, I'm going to take the brush and give you another brush down, because yeah, a lot of the time the gunk gets in between your keycaps, and that's really why we have to remove your caps and switches, because it lets us really get in here, get to the heart of the problem. There we go. Okay. And the coarser brush again, just to get in there. Very good. Yeah, all my tools are sterilized for sure. Yeah, between clients for sure. Very clean. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, what next? I'm looking at your plate, and I'm seeing you've actually got some grime that's pretty stuck on there, that the brushes aren't able to handle by themselves. So usually what I recommend in that situation is a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a cotton swab. Are you okay with that? Yeah? Okay. Let's do that. Now this is a bit of a deeper clean, a more serious clean, but don't worry, it's not uncomfortable or anything. I just use this here rubbing alcohol and just 95% isopropyl and just a little cotton swab to get off the worst of it. So let's open this up. There we go. And I'm just going to take the cotton swab and just don't get in here. Dip it a little more. There we go. And I will very gently come in here. Work to get those stubborn stains off. Down here too, actually. Is that Cheetos dust? Oh, Doritos. Yeah, you might want to try and stay away from the dusty snack foods. That's a surefire way to get yourself filthy really quick. Yeah, I know they're delicious, but you get the grime that builds up like this, and it's really unpleasant, actually. Then again, this is what I'm here for, so I guess, if you're willing to come on in for regular cleanings, then it's not so bad, right? care of yourself. That's the key. Okay, I think that'll do. That's looking pretty clean. Got rid of that grime. But while I was in there with the rubbing alcohol, I did notice something else. I've been feeling a little unstable lately, maybe. Yeah, a little bit unstable, maybe a little bit rattled, you know. Yeah, I think that's because of your stabilizer for your left shift here. It looks like it could use some relubricating. It's looking pretty dry. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that stabilizer out and we're going to reapply some lubricant. I've got some really high quality stuff here. Crytox 205G0. And it's gonna feel so much better. So much better. Once it's lubed back up again, okay? Okay. So, to get your stabilizer out, we're gonna have to remove this switch for starters. So let's do that. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. Got it. And then, you know what, I might move this keycap as well, right above, just for easier access to your stabilizer here. So let's, there we go. Alright. And then I've got some tweezers for this task. It's a fine task. It requires careful manipulation, but again, don't worry, I'm a professional. I've done this many, many times before. So I'm just going to lift this little lever here and pull up, and same with the other side, and pull up. There we go. It's lucky, actually, or convenient, I guess is the word, that you have plate-mounted stabilizers, because those are so much easier to remove. I don't have to disassemble you entirely to remove your stabs and re-loop them. If you had screw-in stabilizers, the screw-in stabs are much more of a pain to deal with. Some people prefer them. They say they're more stable, but truth be told, I've never really seen evidence of that. I think your clip-in stabilizers work just great. Your plate mounts. So if you've ever been self-conscious about your stabs here, there's no need. There's no need. So I can see that you do have some lube on your stabs. And again, good job taking care of yourself. Might be hard for you to see there, but not everyone takes care of themselves like that. Not everyone keeps their stabs nicely lubed. Some people don't lube them at all, and that's a surefire way to feel and sound like crap. But I do think we could add a little bit more, make it just a little bit better. So I'm gonna just grab my Crytox 205G0 here, right there, and I'm gonna just take the lid off there and seal. oh, I'm a klutz. I just got some lube on your keycaps. Here, let me fix that. I came prepared. I did bring a bit of paper towel here to wipe with, just in case. Yeah, lube is great and all, but it can get pretty messy. Okay, and then I'm just going to use this brush here, just a little brush, to take a bit of the lubricant here, just a bit, and I'm going to re-lube your wire here, especially right where it turns the corner, this little joint, and make sure that all the parts that are touching one another here are nicely lubed so that they're not going to be making rattly sounds, and so that everything will be nicely and quietly stabilized. A little bit just over here, just a little bit more, a little bit on the stems. If I really wanted to go for it, and if you know this was really dry, I would take the stems out as well as the wire and do all the pieces separately. But because you've actually maintained your stabs pretty well, it just needs a little bit just in on the joints of the wire there. So this should do it now. This should do it. So I'm going to pump your stabilizer back in. Oops. Managed to get a little bit more, dribble a bit more lube here. It's messy stuff. It's messy stuff. Just grab that paper towel one more time. There we go. And let me just get this back in place. Sometimes it's a bit of a trick. You gotta make sure the wire goes under the plate. There we go. One side's in. Other side's in. There you go. How does that feel? Good. Good. We'll find out in a second once I put your switches and keycaps back in. We'll find out how it sounds. It should sound much better. It'd feel much better. Okay, I'm going to put that lube away. Let's do that. Put that seal back on. Take that lid, put it back on. There we go. And with that, I can put the tweezers away too. We just needed them for that step. And I can just wipe off this brush here and put it back as well. Okay, we are looking good. We're looking really good actually. Very clean. I dusted off all the coarse dirt and then all the fine dust, and we used that rubbing alcohol on the really grimy grimy stuff. And then we've also tuned up your left shift stabilizer there, which was needing a little bit of TLC, but you're looking great now, actually. Yeah, really, really spotless. And like I said, because you've maintained yourself so well, once we get the dirt and grime off, it's looking fantastic. So, really good job taking care of yourself. So, let's put these switches back in. Let's put these switches back in, and then we'll put those keycaps back on. Let's start with the left shift that we just tuned the stabilizer on there, because we'd like to know how that sounds and feels for you. Okay, shift is back on. Let's give it a listen, okay? That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. I hear 0 rattle, 0 tick. That feels way more stable. How do you feel? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Much more stability, way less rattly. Excellent. Okay. And let's get the rest of these switches in before we pop all the other keycaps back in. Do this one here. And this one over here. And that one right here. And this one right there. And we've got a few more up here. Sometimes reinstalling switches or installing them for the first time can seem a little scary, because sometimes you have to use more force than you expect. But as long as you apply the force evenly across the switch, so not all at the top or all at the bottom, but evenly, then you should be okay. It should just pop right in. And worst case scenario, if you happen to jam a switch into a socket the wrong way around, or with one of the pins just ever so slightly bent, sometimes that can end up with a really bent switch, kind of crunched up there. But you can still fix that. You can use tweezers or something like that to bend the pin back, and you have a fully functional switch again. So you'll be fine. Yeah, you're not gonna really break anything putting switches back in, as long as you're careful. Okay. Right. One more. Last one. Good. Okay. Yep, they all seem to be working just great, and they all look good. So now it's just time to put those keycaps back on. Like that. There. And because I took such special care to ensure that I kept everything in the right order having said that, where did I put your F4 keycap? Should be there. Oh, there it is. Right over there. It was the only one I put on its own. I don't know why. And last but not least, looking good, sounding good. Well, I'm going to give you one final dust down with the very soft brush, just to get any dust or gunk that has accumulated while we've been cleaning out of the picture. And there we have it. You are looking fantastic. You're looking like $1,000,000, like I promised. And how are you feeling? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet you feel much, much cleaner, much less grimy, gunky. You're probably more confident too, right? Probably more confident. That's awesome. That's what we aim for here. Now, I do have one more thing for you. It's a bit of a parting gift, actually. You can take this with you. I've got a new cable for you. It's a nice one, too. It's braided with this really nice, heavy fabric. It's very stylish. It's USB Type-C, so it's the latest style. And it's quite fashionable, so you're going to look fantastic with this. And it's even color matched. I got one that matches you. Yeah, this is a gift. Yeah, this is from me to you. It's a thank you. A thank you for coming on by here and getting all cleaned up here. So there you go. I'm going to put that right here, and you can take that with you. Well, that is that, and you are looking and sounding phenomenal. Doesn't that sound great? Pretty perfect, I would say, and I'm glad that you're happy with what we've done here. I'm glad that you're feeling good. That's always the goal, for people to leave here, or for keyboards to leave here feeling great. Well, thank you so much for coming on in here for cleaning today, and I look very forward to having you back here next time. Bye for now. And of course, no video would be complete without special thanks for this channel's supporters, the awesome folks who support what I do here and the content that I create by signing up on my Patreon and my YouTube memberships. You can see all of those wonderful individuals right here, and I am so thankful for their kindness, generosity, and support. I would also like to shout out one other individual, a longtime member of this community, Maddo Raptor, who was the one who suggested the concept for this video, or at least inspired it. I don't know if this is exactly what Mataraptor had in mind, but something kind of along these lines was what was suggested. So, thanks Mataraptor for the idea, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Different though it may have been, I hope it was relaxing for you and for everybody, including all of these fine supporters. Now, if you, dear viewer or listener, are interested in becoming one of the individuals you see listed here, not literally, not possessing them, but adding yourself to one of these lists, you may do so by taking a look down in the video description. There you will find a link to my Patreon and another link to my YouTube memberships, both of which offer the same set of fun perks, such as your name on this page, such as voting in a monthly pool for a viewer's choice video, and at the highest tier, the Fusroda tier, well, those fine individuals get their names read out in a special spoken shout out in every single video. And guess what? Yeah, you guessed right. You're about to hear those names. It is my honor to give you this month's Fusroda supporters, starting with Captain Vanquisher, Ragnar Ragnarsson, Rango Steel, Odin Sun, Drummer Brit. My stomach growls because I am hungry. That's not one of our supporters, that was just a statement. K Time, Jake Luffney, and Angel Garcia. Although it would be very funny if one of you was to go and name yourself My Stomach Growls Because I'm Hungry, and then go become a Fusroda tier supporter, and then I would have to read that name out every time. That would be pretty silly. But it's not silly. These amazing folks, they sometimes might be silly, but they are amazing, first and foremost, as are all the people here listed on this page. This is a very long special thanks, by the way. I don't know, I'm just kind of going here. I don't necessarily come into these things with a plan. I just come at them with honesty, and just whatever comes out comes out. So let's wrap this up. Thank you so much to our wonderful channel supporters on Patreon and YouTube memberships, and also to Mataraptor once again for suggesting or inspiring this video.